Okay, so Wildermyth is a fantasy RPG with procedurally generated stories. There is a large library of events, and you will eventually see all of them. But the exact scripts of those events will change based off the personality traits of the people involved, and um, they keep adding more events, and it is very heavily supported for mods. So there's a lot of homebrewed events out there for people to use. Um, and that wasn't the theme music at the end when you hit the title. This has one of the my favorite video game songs ever. And I think I will go ahead and play a little bit of that. But this is a game that I have seen other games try to do what this one does, and not so successfully, and not all in the same one. I've seen games that try to do legacy with different generations of one family leading into the next. That's like Agra's Generations of War, which I couldn't get past like the I couldn't deal with it after like the second generation. I was already kind of losing it then. This one is much better. Um, so much better. And the procedurally generated story I've seen done, but not to the degree of detail and minutia and very different weird ways that things can develop that you get in this game. It is such a monumental success on those two elements that I really hope this game spawns copycats that do similar genres. I want to see this in sci-fi. I want to see this for superheroes. I want to see this for martial arts epics. I want to see this for urban fantasy and horror. I want to see this in more than just fantasy. I love this game, but I just really would love to see this genre take off because this shows you can do it now. Um, anyway, the gameplay is tactical turn-based RPG where there are three classes: warrior, mystic, hunter. A party size can be up to 5 characters. You generally start a campaign with 3. Um, there are, excuse me, um, in a campaign, it'll have either 3 or 5 chapters. Your characters will grow old over it because there's about 10 years between chapters. You will probably have warriors and hunters retiring. Mystics have pretty high retirement ages, so they might last in an entire 5 chapter campaign, but even that's not guaranteed. Your characters will transform. You saw people getting turned into fire people and plant people and wolf people in the trailer there. Um, your characters will fall in love with each other or get into rivalry with each other. Um, and those will provide benefits like rivals when somebody's rival does a stunt or critical, which is basically a critical hit, then they are more likely to do a stunt themselves because, oh, you think you're so good, let watch me do this. Friends will, if you put friends back to back, they will increase the defense that you have. Lovers, if lover is damaged, then they will do extra damage to whatever hit their lover. Um, they can have kids. You don't ever see the kids as kids. That you only ever see the kids when they decide to become heroes and join the party. But that happens between chapters. A campaign takes somewhere between 6 and 15 hours, depending on how much you're doing around, doing things. You can do it very quickly, or you can be very completionist and, like me, trying to, I want to level up more, um, and make it last a little bit longer. I generally run around 10 hours, I think. I haven't really measured it, but it feels like 10 hours. Um, there are 6 campaigns to start, and One of those you have to one of those you have to unlock, and it's sort of a legacy thing, wrapping up a lot of different myths and all of that. And I hope they add more like that. And you can do generic campaigns that just go completely off the massive library of events. It is just such a lovely game. Anyway,